Season's greetings to you all once again. I hope you've all had a fantastic festive period, but the news doesn't stop even when the rest of the world does when it comes to Formula 1. Yes, it's a Monday, so it's time we caught you up with all of the headlines. We're talking about Pierre Gasly's future and does it lie with Red Bull, and a little bit of Valtteri Bottas once more reflecting on his 5 years with Mercedes. I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans. This is the news in Formula 1. You should hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date with all of our content here at the channel. But now let's dive into the important headlines. Valtteri Bottas has revealed that his time spent alongside Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes over the last 5 years has taught him how much more of a mental game Formula 1 is. Bottas last season helped guide Mercedes to their 8th consecutive Constructors' title, a Formula 1 record, and the 5th that the Finn had been involved in. However, he had never been able to really mount a credible title challenge to his teammate Sir Lewis Hamilton, instead playing the support role to the British driver's title successes. Now, making the move to Alfa Romeo for the 2022 season, Bottas has discussed what he learned during his spell at the top of the Formula 1 grid, both about the sport and on a personal level. "I've definitely learned a lot about myself," said Bottas in an interview. "I've learned how this sport is so much more mental. If you really compare if it's a physical or mental sport, I feel like it's so much about the head. Definitely I've learned just to accept mistakes and learn from the mistakes. That learning part and being able to learn to be honest to myself, that's one big thing." Speaking about his former teammate Hamilton and his battles with the 7-time world champion, Bottas added, "There was always a risk for me to try too hard, not allowing myself enough time to get to the point where I wanted to be. So just allowing myself to accept that it's quite tricky to go up against Lewis and I can't always beat him. That's just a fact because of his consistency, his talent and the work he puts in. I also know I can do it, just not maybe beating myself up too much when it doesn't happen. That's been quite a big thing. I just learned what works for me in terms of the mindset going into the races and what to do between them." Bottas, of course, will have his new lease of life in Formula 1 with Alfa Romeo in 2022, bringing that wealth of experience to the struggling constructor. Pierre Gasly has hinted that a return to Red Bull in 2023 could potentially take place after what would be a 4-year hiatus from the team. The French driver had 12 races with Christian Horner's team in 2019 before being demoted back to then Toro Rosso, Red Bull's junior team that now operates in its current guise under the name of AlphaTauri, being replaced of course at Red Bull by Alex Albon. But since that frustration, Gasly has impressed with fine performances behind the wheel, including a maiden win in 2020 at Monza and regularly putting in high-level Sunday races throughout last season. With little support from teammate and F1 rookie Yuki Tsunoda, Gasly managed to take AlphaTauri to 5th in the Constructors' Championship, taking the biggest individual point haul in the team's history. Yet this wasn't enough to earn him a chance alongside Max Verstappen at Red Bull, with Sergio Perez being kept on for at least another season. But the 25-year-old knows the next move in his career is important and that another chance in the big chair of the Milton Keynes-based constructor isn't yet off the cards. We'll have to see what the view of Red Bull over the next 2 years, because now it's been 8 years I've been with them. It's a long time, said Gasly, in an interview that included GPFans. Obviously at the moment they have a very competitive car. Need to see what they're going to do with Max, Verstappen and how they'll move forward, but obviously I need to think also about my career. I mean, I'm still very young, I'm 25, but my goal is to be in the first seat once these guys are going to look at who can be a replacement. At the moment I'm 9th in the Driver Championship. All 8 guys ahead of me are the drivers who are running for their 4th best constructor. That's why it's important for me to show that if there is a free seat, I should be the obvious choice. That's what I'm trying to do. On where his future lies, Gasly added, "First of all, obviously my priority is with Red Bull, but at the moment, they've decided to continue with Sergio Perez. I don't know what they're going to plan. They're saying that probably 2023 there could be an option. I'll try to put myself in the best position for that, but it's a discussion that we know we're going to have next year with Red Bull." So should Pierre Gasly actually be slotting in that second seat at Red Bull, or did Sergio Perez show last year enough that convinces Red Bull that he is the long-term future with Max Verstappen alongside him? Let us know in the comments section below. And if Gasly wasn't at Red Bull, where should he perhaps go? And of course, hit the subscribe button as well to stay up to date with everything we do at the channel here at GPFans, and get onto GPFans on Twitter and Instagram as well for all of your live updates from the world of Formula 1. It's at GPFans Global.